We knew that Kevin wasn't going to drive forever. I mean, we know that. We were planning for the future. We love the sport and we love being involved, but how are we going to do that when he steps out of the car? And the best way to do that is to be team owners. KHI actually began because Kevin had never won a truck race. So ultimately that was his goal, to build a truck. We built it in a friend's garage.
It was just a hobby. It really kind of evolved a lot faster than I would ever have anticipated.
We go out in our first full season with Tony Stewart and we win the Daytona race. We follow it up the next year and we win the next nationwide season opener at Daytona. So for me to be able to win races, I thought, all right, we're getting the hang of this.
Racing is just such a team effort, you know. I mean, championship organizations have, people that want to win around them. That's what they try to do here at KHI, and it's starting to show.
And how about our champion coming across the start-finish line, #1 in the points?
Good job, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah, I think the truck championship changed a lot of our way of thinking.
Until you win a championship, I don't think you've actually arrived. It kind of shows that you've somewhat got your stuff together.
Kevin stepped in our nationwide car full-time this year. He's not running any races for RCR. Ultimately, we knew if our nationwide program was going to be successful, he had to be in it week in and week out.
That's what we raced for. We raced to race for championships, and to have myself and Cale and Ron in the 33 cars. I think the first part of this year has showed on the performance side that we've taken a huge step in the right direction.
This is their baby. I mean, these cars and these trucks are their kids back here, and they put all the emphasis in it.
When I go look at that truck championship and it says Delana Harvick on there, that's pretty humbling to me. But I also know that in order for us to be consistent week in and week out, there's a lot of work to do.
I think if you get content in this sport, you get left behind. I don't know that you're ever satisfied. I think you constantly have to push ahead to try to make yourself and your company better.
You know how hard you work, and if there's something that gets away from you, whether it's a win or a top 5 finish, you want more. That's what drives competitive people. So I hate to say it, but we're never going to be happy.
And inside our ESPN pit studio, Kevin joins us now, trying to bribe the announcers. When they've been sitting in here for a while talking, bring them food, right?
It looks to me like I'm bribing one announcer.
Yeah, right. Well, he's not sharing very well.
He's not shared since we started.
I want to know why we don't have Delana Harvick sitting right here. She needs to be on the show.
She took care of us.
Cookies, absolutely.
Made some great cookies for us.
They're good, too.
I can tell. Is there anything left in there?
Mama didn't tell you about not talking with your mouth full, did she?
Cookies are good.
Thank
you, Delana.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Good looking out.
He starts a new diet every Monday, so it's all right. You'll share those during the commercial.
There's not many left.
You will share those. Talk about your race team. First of all, already this weekend, your truck team's finished, what, 2nd and 3rd in the Craftsman truck race here yesterday. Pretty good?
Yeah, we've had a good weekend so far. The nationwide car has been really good in practice. Roadland Chevrolet's been good. The trucks obviously ran good yesterday. I know a lot of people at the beginning of the year questioned having Sprague and Hornaday on the same team, but you wouldn't believe the chemistry that's happened in 8 weeks between not only 2 of them, but Ernie Cope and Rick Wren from a team standpoint. So it's been really good on the truck side. We've been really good on the nationwide side, too. Had a chance to win a couple races. Had a bad couple weeks here. It seems like that month of May is always a struggle for me with the racetracks that we go to. So it's been a fairly good start to the year, and looking forward to the rest of it.
I've talked to you the last couple of weeks about your nationwide cars, and I believe it was Darlington. You said, man, we are way off. And you started the race and you had a tough day. And then last weekend you said the same thing. But I think this week you got a little different outlook, don't you?
Yeah, the car has been really good in practice. It's Wally really likes coming to this place, and it has always run good with everybody that he's come with here. We ran well here last year. We qualified 13th, and that's last year we qualified 28th. So we've made a lot of gains, and just looking forward to getting the race in today.
Yeah,
not Monday, today.
How difficult is it, Kevin, though, to do what you're doing? I mean, in the Cup Series, you're one of the guys that we picked to be in the chase, possibly could win a championship. So there's a lot of expectations there. You're running your own company. You got your own employees that you have to look after, and you're driving that race car. I mean, how full is your plate, or is this just something that you just love so much it's not like
I really enjoy it.
Okay.
I really enjoy being around the sport. As a business owner, I'm nervous. At this point in the nationwide series, as far as where the direction is going to go, what it's going to be. I'm very comfortable with my truck teams. You know, for the next several years in the direction of that series through 2012, the cars are the same. From a competitor side, it's you know, it's difficult to build the team and drive the car. You know, so you have to have good people around you. But once you get in the car, I really don't notice any difference. You don't care about tearing them up. You don't care about anything that you would care about or wouldn't care about driving for somebody else. So from that standpoint, I thoroughly enjoy it. I think just from a business side of it, just you know, a critical time in the series.
Let's talk about that just for a second. You have expressed some reservations, as I think most of the team owners in the Nationwide Series have, about undertaking rolling out a car of tomorrow version for the Nationwide Series. How big an issue is that for you when you talk about looking forward at the series from an economic perspective?
Well, I don't think there's a lot of time to you know, from a team owner standpoint, to stand back and say, all right, I'm going to stay in the series. Right now it's a losing effort as far as a financial effort. It's a losing battle. If you look at it from a business standpoint, you know, going into next year, we thought we were going to have the new car this year. We put people in place. We did some things to try to develop the car, and that's been pushed to next year. You know, I feel like we can, you know, make some improvements on the current car to make it better. But what do we do with those cars when we build those cars? Where's the outlet for the Nationwide Series teams to put those cars after we build these new style cars? I'm all for the safety. I think the COT car is awesome from a safety standpoint. But from a business owner standpoint, you look at it and you say, what do I do with these cars to cycle them through as I get done with them? Who do I sell them to? Right now, you can sell them to the Camping World East and West Series, and you can sell them all day long, as much as you want to sell them, as fast as you want to sell them. So, you know, there's just a lot of mixed emotions. I want to be involved in the series as it goes forward, but you have to stand back sometimes and look at something and really say, you know, where's it going?
Got to make the dollars work.
Hey, I'm looking at your arms here, and look at all the sponsors. He's got them up and down all over the place, and probably it's taken all that to run your nationwide team. But little birdie told me you're interested in drag racing. Why don't you tell me about that?
Well, I think we're probably going to just kind of stand back and watch for a couple years. It seems like right now we've got enough on the table to kind of just really take it all in. I think it'd be a very interesting avenue to give your sponsor some more outlets to go to a lot of different markets, to do a lot of different things. But right now, I think we're just gonna, you know, if you're gonna do it, you got to put it together soon enough to be competitive. If you or I are putting it together, you want to go out and win races. So I think we'll just stand back right now and just kind of take it all in. But it's definitely an avenue that we're interested in. That
stuff's pretty fun.
Oh, it's awesome, especially standing at the finish line to watch those cars come by.
While Brad continues to dine in front of the rest of us.